Dun 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 Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers. Josh here, and today we are going to be discussing, well, a video game movie. That's right, we have another video game franchise that has made that crossover trek to the big screen. And this, we're not talking about Minecraft here. We're actually talking about Until Dawn. That's right. It was a survival horror game that originally released on the PlayStation 4 back in 2015. And, well, now it's jumped to the big screen. It is an R-rated movie. The game is mature rated too, so this is definitely not a movie or a game that was made for the kids. But I did go check out the movie. It releases today. I checked it out last night, and I just wanted to take a moment so we can discuss what I thought of the movie. This will be spoiler free. I'm not going to spoil anything. But before we jump in and I tell you what I thought of the movie, do me a quick favor. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. And if you're enjoying these videos, hit that like button. All right, here we go. So now there is some major differences between the movie and the game. When they decided to make the movie, they decided not to just follow along the game exactly, to do kind of a whole new story and stuff like that, but use the idea of the game. And I kind of like that idea. The idea that it makes it more consumable, I feel like, where if you watch the movie, maybe you never played the game, but you watch the movie, you really get into it, you like it, that can trigger you to play the game, and you're still getting that video game experience, a whole new experience. You're not just reliving that movie, already knowing what's going to happen and stuff like that, and vice versa. If you played through the game, you absolutely love the game, you find out the movie is coming out, you go see the movie. You're not just reliving that same story, knowing what's going to happen, knowing the ticks, just looking for the differences. You're actually experiencing a whole new piece of, art. So I like that idea. I like that they did that. I think that was a good choice for the movie. I think they should do that a little bit more. I don't like it when they go too far, though. And this movie, at times, I feel like it did maybe go a little bit too far. Now, when it comes to the game, I have played the game. I have not beaten the game. I have not played all the way through the game. It originally released back in 2015 on the PlayStation 4. I didn't play it on the PS4. I actually played it on the PS5. I jumped in, played it for a while. I think I was in the middle of playing something else. I just wanted to check it out. So I played it for a short time, and I never got back to it. But after watching the movie, I may jump back in when it's on my backlog of games, so I may jump in and check it out. But so I do know kind of the story and stuff like that of the game, but I don't know the game inside out. Now, the movie, it's quite a bit different. So the game takes place at a lodge type. It's not really a lodge. It's more of like a big house. And you have to take like a gondola up to get to it. Everything's covered in snow. It takes place in the winter. This movie, there's no snow. It's a whole different kind of area, stuff like that. But kind of the same idea with the mining stuff. I won't get too deep into the spoilers. We're not going to spoil anything here. There are a lot of nods to the game. Even as somebody who didn't play all the way through the games, I did spot quite a few nods to the game. Right from the get-go, when they arrive to the place they're going. When you walk in, if you look to the left of the door, you'll see kind of a model of the house, the gondola, and all that from the video game. And I thought that was a really cool touch. I like it when they add stuff like that in, just to, just give a nod to the game. Now, the game, there was like 8 characters, and in the movie, I think there was 5. There was 5 characters in the group. So, kind of the same concept in the game. They're going to where one of the characters' sister had died or something like that, and they're going back to try and get more info on it and stuff like that. In the game, the main character who's played by Ella, or I should say in the movie, the main character who is played by Ella Rubin, and she does a really good job. Her sister went missing, and so they're kind of trying to get information on what could have happened to her sister. Now, one thing, when they announced they were making this, I wondered, is Remy Malek going to be in it? Because The video game actually had a pretty good cast of characters. I mean, it had Remy Malek, it had Hayden Panettiere, just to name a few. And it wasn't just voice acting. It was modeled their characters. It looked exactly like them and everything. And so I wondered, were they going to do that? But no, this is a whole new group of characters. There's only 5 compared to the 8, but I think the casting was really well done. I think all the actors did a really good job. I do think the dialogue was pretty good. I mean, this is a slasher film, so I'm not expecting too much here, but I thought they did a really good job with the actors. I thought all the actors did a good job. The storyline here is different from the game, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. There was a lot I liked about the movie. Was it the best slasher movie? No. Up until the end, I thought it was really, really good. They kind of lose you in the end, and it was kind of disappointing, the ending. But overall, I would say this is a watch. I would definitely suggest going and checking out this movie. And Peter Stormare, if you know who that is, he is in the game and he's in the movie. So they did get one of the actors to be in both, and he's a fantastic actor, very underrated. You've probably seen him in a ton of stuff. He's in a ton of movies. Never a main character, but he's always there, and he always does a fantastic job. And in the game, he did good. And in this movie, he did absolutely fantastic. So what would I rate this thing? Well, I think I would give it a 3 out of 5. I think a 3 out of 5 is a pretty fair score here for it. And had the ending been a little bit better, that might have bumped it up to a 3.5, maybe a 4. But the ending, you just kind of lose it in the ending, but it doesn't ruin the movie by any means. I suggest if you like slasher films, or if you're a fan of the Until Dawn Sony games, go check it out. I think you'll have some fun with it. And hey, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. Have you already seen it? Did you like it? Let me know. Also, do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And if you're enjoying these videos, hit the like button. We hope to see you on the next one. Shows World, out.